Welcome all to week 2 of the Football Know-It-All. The football season is already in high gear. It's amazing that we're already past week 1.
Yeah, week 2 starts out great. Cleveland and Cincinnati.
Man, I need to watch next one.
Yeah,
I'm kind of excited about that, at least.
Look, I was in Cincinnati last year, and I remember texting everybody because I ran into people. And what did all the people in Cincinnati say? Mixon sucks.
Mixon sucks. Oh, man.
You remember that?
Well, we'll see, though.
Y'all remember that?
Listen, last year he started out with a 3-5 game. He might just do that again this year. Who knows?
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're going to talk a little football this week. We're going to talk about our matchups. Before we get started, let's give Kenny some props. High score this week. He's working nights. He couldn't join us, but Kenny, we miss you, and maybe you'll get another chance this year. But props for your team putting up some major points. His team looks good. It looks good. I was in Josh Jacobs shocked me, but he was playing Carolina.
Yeah,
our defense
I think
is terrible.
If you got a running back against Carolina,
play him.
Yo, absolutely.
Play him. Absolutely. All right. So, and for the sake of time, because we know Ed hates it, he saw 16 minutes on that one last week, and he about had a conniption fit.
You already did.
That's what I keep telling him. But let's jump right in. We're going to start off with game numero uno. It's going to be the Tsunami versus Ed's Toy Soldiers. It's a good matchup this week. However, Tsunami's just a touch banged up. I've got a few players that just aren't healthy. So I think it comes down to 2 things for me.
Okay.
Zeke's playing Atlanta, whose defense is terrible. So he'll probably go slap off. And Juju, who looked good, by the way, he's playing Denver, who lost their top corner this week. He's probably going to go off, and because of that, I'm giving Ed the win. Toy rolls.
You pick against yourself.
Well, man, I got so many injured players, it's ridiculous.
Well, excuses only satisfy those
I'm not
who
giving
make
it. I'm calling the man he's going to win.
He just gave excuses.
He's going to
win.
Well, listen, man, if I was healthy, I'd give him a game. But
and I'm picking you too. That's all you
there you go. Toy Soldier rolls this week in game 1. Game 2, we got the Freak, the high scorer from last week, versus the Galaxy, who also put up a decent week, I think. I think he had a decent week.
They did all right. He's not winning this week.
Well, no, I'm right there with you. The Freak's going to win, but I will say, Julio and Hopkins. That's a pretty nice, nice little duo there.
And I tell you, man, what a great draft pick at running back by Nick.
Oh, Clyde Edwards?
Yes.
Yeah, that joker.
Man.
Well, and that offense.
Well,
yeah, that joker's going to be a stud. I'll tell you what, if A.J. Brown was going to be healthy, because they said today that he may or may not play because of a bone bruise.
Look,
A.J.
Green's not going to play all year.
No, A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown, I'm sorry.
A.J.
Green.
A bone bruise.
Look, that's how pitiful these athletes are today.
It really is a bone bruise. I can give you a bone bruise right now. You go to school.
I'm just saying. 3 or 4.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So, I think we both agree the Freak win. I don't know that it'll be particularly close, but the Galaxy has some horses, so we'll see what happens.
He's got a nice little solid young team.
He does. Now, the next game, we don't have to talk about it a whole lot. It's going to be the Hardware versus the Booty. Big A, I love you, dog. You know I love you. We go back to the preschool days, whatever. I love you, but you ain't winning this week. Hardware got smacked in the face this week. He's down and out. He's going to come out guns blazing, and he's going to win. It's going to be easy, and frankly, Booty's team's not strong, but I am concerned about Barkley.
Let me go ahead and tell you. Booty, you're going to win this week. Woo! I said last week that Sean would run the table from him on that. Remember that?
You did say that. You did.
But look,
you did.
Michael Thomas out for how many weeks?
Like 7.
7.
Like 7, they said, or 6.
Sunday. You heard it here first. Saquon Barkley gets hurt. And he will be done for at least 4 to 6 weeks because our division, our fantasy football league, other than myself, y'all make a better offensive line.
We really
than what the Giants have.
You could stick me and Mike and John on that offensive line, and we would roll for Saquon.
Yeah.
But that offensive line is trash. And I feel bad for Sean. I really do because that offensive line is so bad. I sent him the first 6 games for Barkley this year. Every single one has a top defensive line.
Yeah.
They're going to get murdered.
Yeah.
Listen, Barkley may just get hurt. Daniel Jones, he may die.
Yeah.
Seriously, he may die. So, I mean, he's picking the Booty.
Yeah,
I'm still going with the Hardware. I think Big A doesn't quite have enough to pull it out, but we'll see what happens.
You do, Big A.
The next game is the People's Champ versus the Archangels. Listen, Archangels put up some points last week.
Yeah.
They
Even
put up
the
some
sun
points.
shines on a dog's rear end.
Well, let me tell you, that Archangel's got a nice little team. He's got a nice team, but I love you. You know I do. But you know who I'm picking against.
No,
You know I'm picking. I'm picking Archangels because of Ridley, Moore, Metcalf, and Andrews. I don't think you have the horses to match those.
I'm winning.
Well, of course you think you're winning. You thought you were winning last week and you didn't.
Look, let me tell you what.
You gonna pick yourself every week.
If Aaron Rodgers doesn't go berserk, I'll win that game.
Well, and technically he doesn't normally go berserk because he sucked lately.
I mean, dude put up 38 points.
I know.
I mean, I thought, dude, I got this. And then all of a sudden,
I mean,
discount double check.
well, discount double check all on your face is what happened.
Yeah, I mean,
he had a good game.
He
But
but
you-
right in my.
But you're gonna be able to.
No, I'm gonna be
you're
1-1.
able to. All right, the next game is the Bucko versus Phalanx, and let me tell you, on paper, this looks like a game where Phalanx will run away with it. But I actually think it'll be closer. Now, I'm picking the Phalanx to win because of two reasons. One, Leonard Fournette hasn't found his groove yet with Tampa Bay. And two, Godwin's in a concussion protocol. If for some reason he doesn't win, it probably gets ugly. It probably gets ugly. But if he plays, it'll be a closer game than we think. But Phalanx wins.
I am going with. I would go with Buccos, but I don't see Fournette scoring more than 9 points this week. So, King John or Phalanx, whatever he wants to call it.
You'll
have a
Fournette's got to find his groove.
Look, I don't think he's ever going to start there.
He should, though. He's talented. He's more talented than the rest of them.
But here's the thing: with Tom Brady's system,
Yeah.
do they want brute runners or do they want guys who can catch out
Well,
the
heck, they're
backfield?
playing Ronald Jones. That joker can't catch that. He's got hands like bricks.
Look, Fournette's the worst.
Yeah,
I'm really surprised that Shady hasn't got more touches because
Yeah.
he's the back. If he was younger,
Did
he's
he
the
even
back.
play? I don't even think
I think he
played.
got it for like 3 series.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, well, I'm picking the Phalanx. He's picking the Phalanx. And then we go with the game of the week. It's going to be the Bolts versus Joe's Guys. And this is going to be a really, really close game. A really close game. CBS has it projected by only 1 point difference. And I personally think it comes down to the quarterbacks. You got Rodgers versus Detroit. Detroit's defense is a little bit better. Then you got Big Ben versus Denver. And Denver's defense is normally good, but without Von Miller, without their top corner, Boye, who's out, I'm going to give the edge to Joe's Guys. I'm calling Joe's Guys to win because I think Big Ben and Juju go slap off this week.
I'm looking at matchups. Drake, I don't see Drake scoring big against Washington. I think Washington may be better than what we realize.
Well, their defense is at
Yeah.
least, yeah, for sure.
But then you got Aaron Jones against Detroit.
Yeah.
And so, man, it's a toss-up, but I am going with Joe's Guys. Just because he's got a Michael Jordan picture in his
He does. Isn't that awesome?
Man, the road.
You know where Jordan played ball at?
He wanted to play at Virginia.
But where did he play?
He wanted to play. He's played in Chicago,
Where else did he play at?
the Wizards.
Where else? Yeah. He forgot.
Yeah.
I forget that too because he brought a ring. He brought a ring from him. Anyway.
Time out.
So-
here's my question. Since we're on this, look, Ed, you put the video on right now. I'll get it. All right. Here's my thing. Everybody, where did he play at? Where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to school?
Where'd I go to school?
Yeah.
ECU.
Oh, you didn't even go there. So
Who cares?
It
I'm
does.
still a Carolina fan.
Why ain't you a Pirate fan? Because they suck.
They're not good at anything.
So it don't matter.
I grew up a Carolina fan.
Just because
Because
Walmart sells so much Carolina attire, everybody wants to jump on that
I ain't
bandwagon.
tell you they sell as much.
And I told Sean Hogan this. When Mac Brown was at the Tar Heels, what happened? No classes. Mac Brown comes back, they canceled class again. Cancel it, and then they go blame it on COVID.
Hey, listen. The good news is we can't get hurt with that because it's COVID. So if they don't want to go, they want to go. But that's some talented football players he's bringing in. I'll tell you that. Carolina is on the up and up.
Look,
That's
they
all
got
I'm saying.
63 players in the Carolina squad, and they can't do the outfit.
We need to do a podcast on that and leave this to
We need to do a podcast.
We need to do a podcast. We would. We really would. We need to do that.
All
All right, guys.
happen.
That's week 2. You know who's winning. You know who's losing. I hope you enjoy the games. We'll be back next week, hopefully with the high score. Maybe it's one of us two, but we'll see.
Sean, before Sunday, trade Barkley.
I told him the same thing.
He's done.
I told him the same thing.
He's done.
You think he trades Thomas too?
Remember that Black Magic I bought from last year? It's going to reappear.
You think he trades Thomas?
No. Yeah, I mean, he got next year. I mean, I couldn't trade Barkley either for next year. But the Giants have got to draft all offensive linemen. Every one of them. Either that or
You
go
can't
buy,
replace 5 offensive linemen in one offseason.
either that or go buy dump trucks. Sit them in front of
Poor
Barkley.
Barkley is all I got to say. Trade him, Sean.
Dead man walking.
Enjoy the week.